spotlight on the auto sector now, considering that, there is the auto data that has come through for the month of June from the Federation of Automobile Dealers Association. So there was a modest growth of 0.73% is what FADA says. They also say that the extreme heat wave and delayed monsoons worsened rural sales. And in fact, extreme heat wave in northern India affected the footfalls in many dealerships as well. So Manish Raj Singhania, we have, who's the president of FADA, joins us now. Manish, thanks a lot for joining in. First, if you can just give us an overarching theme of how things are expected to move from here on. Agreed, there was hardly any growth in the month of June, largely because of the heat wave that we saw in northern India, affecting dealerships, right, and affecting retail footfalls. But what is the expectation over the next couple of months?
Yes, definitely June has affected auto retails, especially the PV segment, and we could see a degrowth of almost 6.5% there. But the two-wheeler industry grew by almost 4.5%. The expectation from coming month July is we are cautiously kind of optimistic. The good news is that the monsoon has covered the whole of India now, and it has done before time. So the expectation from Kharif crop is very high now, since the monsoon has been evenly spread across India, and plus the higher MSP declared by the central government in Kharif crops will result in additional flow of almost 35,000 crore in rural market. And plus the kind of new launches the OEMs are planning for the festivities, and the kind of excitement they are trying to bring around the market, all this will definitely contribute towards growth or the excitement in the rural overall auto market. The only negative thing that we foresee is the Met Department has predicted overall above normal monsoon. So there can be few states which will be kind of having flood-like situation, which will definitely result in low retails. So that's the situation that we need to avoid. So overall, we are cautiously optimistic for the month of July.
Okay, cautiously optimistic for the month of July. Got it. Manish, for the two-wheeler sector particularly, we had a conversation with Bajaj Auto a couple of days ago, and they said that they're expecting domestic two-wheeler sales growth to be 6 to 8% for this year, and which is an improvement compared to what we've seen in the last year. What is your own assessment of how July and August will pan out for two-wheelers, not just the domestic guys, rural-focused guys like Hero, but also export-focused like TVS and Bajaj?
So I think two-wheeler segment has seen a steady revival since last festival season. That is the last October, November. We are seeing a steady growth, and that clearly signifies a kind of revival in the rural market. And the growth continues in the two-wheeler segment. I think with the increase in rural segment and rural sentiments, the two-wheeler market is supposed to grow in coming seasons too. The hit that the rural market took during the COVID times or lockdowns and all that, it took time to recover. But now I should say the Bharat of India is kind of out of the blue for the rural market, and for the month of July and August, definitely we'll continue to see a growth in on a YOY basis. Also understand that last year two-wheeler market was not doing that well. So then we are seeing improved performance and improved sentiments in the rural market, which definitely contribute towards additional volumes and growth of the two-wheeler industry.
Got it. In passenger vehicles, I want to understand what's happening. I mean, overall, the sector saw a decline of 7% year on year. Some of the market leaders like Maruti are still, have their head above water. But overall, what's happening in the sector? Why is there a slowdown? And when do you see this passenger vehicle growth getting back to double digits?
So I don't see this passenger vehicle, really going into double digit now. We are on a very high note already. Decent growth in single digit would be very significant for this segment. And this segment is totally driven by SUVs now. SUVs are commanding a 53% market share. And see, we need to keep on the excitement in PV segment with new launches and new products and kind of, new price point, new discounts and new schemes. That will keep the excitement going in this segment. That would be very significant to get additional numbers or the growth in PV segment. What troubles us dealers is kind of, the high paid up stock level that are being maintained at the dealership. That has now gone up to 62 to 67 days. That's almost over 2 months of stock at the dealership. That will definitely hit the dealership profitability and will be lacking the right model to sell when the customer comes into the showroom during festival times. So I think OEMs need to be very prudent in what they build to the dealers, and we should have the right models available to sell to the customers.
Okay, Manish, thank you for joining us and giving us a quick snapshot of how the auto sector is panning out right now.